Hey everybody, welcome to Rock Solid Presents Pat Francis's CD collection. This is episode 2. Forgive the voice, I am still down for the count with some diverticulitis problems. Not your concern, it's my concern, but let's have some fun. All right, this is part of my CD collection right here. And the album that we're going to talk about today is actually right just about dead center. I'm going to reach for it, and I'm going to pull it out, and then I'm going to show it to you. It is Thin Lizzy, Black Rose. This is an amazing album brought to my attention a few years ago by Mr. Mike Schmidt, who's been a guest on the show many times. Mike is a big Gary Moore fan, and he had said, do you like Gary Moore, dude? And I said, I knew who he is, but I don't know his music. He says, well, you have to check out this Thin Lizzy album that he plays on called Black Rose. And I guess the full title of the album is Black Rose, a Legend. So I said, okay, I'll check it out. And then I never did, because that's what friends do. They get a recommendation, and then they just don't do it. But then Mike burned me a copy of the CD, so then I had to listen to it. So and I did, and I could not believe how amazing this album is. The lineup on this album is Phil Lynott, Scott Gorham, Brian Downey on drums, and then they added Gary Moore, who only appears on this one and only Thin Lizzy album. This was Thin Lizzy's, I believe, 9th studio album, produced by Tony Visconti and Thin Lizzy. And this is my favorite Thin Lizzy album, this and Renegade. But yeah, if push comes to shove, I don't know which one I like better, but right now this is at the top. Thin Lizzy, Black Rose, a Legend. And let's take a look at the actual CD. This is the expanded edition. And the only thing I don't like about this is, see how the crease is there? That kind of bums me out, because you don't know how it's going to arrive when you order it from Amazon. But sometimes this format has a crease in it. It's defected, is what it is. I should have sent it back. All right, let's open it up. Very cool. Right there we have Gary Moore and Phil Lynott. Assuming we open it up, then we're gonna get disc 1 with Scott Gorham. And then we'll close that up, we'll slide it this way. And we will get disc 2 and Brian Downey. The packaging on these deluxe expanded editions is pretty great. You can see they use the Thin Lizzy logo on the label, and then they do a variation of it bigger and filled with bonus tracks and live stuff. They all do this thing with the band members. Like 2 will be there, and then 2 will be here. Of course, there's a booklet. There's a cool photo on the back. So you get the entire album on disc 1. And then disc 2 is your bonus tracks. The first track on disc 2, just the 2 of us, was a B-side. And it is so good. I can't believe it wasn't on the original album. It's one of the best B-sides of all time. Then we get, we get an unreleased Rockula, AKA Rock Your Love, Don't Believe a Word, slow version, Toughest Street in Town, different version. We get all that stuff. No live stuff on this one. Let's take a look at the booklet. Top to bottom, though, I gotta tell you, One of the best Thin Lizzy albums. There's Gary Moore. I don't know why he didn't stick around. I think he wanted to do his solo thing. But what a great addition to the band. Here we have some photos from the time, 1979. Phil was definitely the leader of the band and the lead singer, but they never really just focus on Phil when there's photos and stuff of the band. I mean, here's one. But for the most part, like, he was never like on the album cover himself. It's a band. It's definitely a band. Love this artwork style. There's Brian Downey. Thin Lizzy is eligible for induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year. I don't know if they're going to get in. I kind of don't think they're going to get in this year. I want them to. They'd be at the top of my list with Pat Benatar, but I don't think they're going to get in this year. Here's some album credits on the back. Gorham and Moore and Downey and Linnett all getting writing credits. Track 7, Get Out of Here, co-written with Midge Ure. Am I saying it right? From Ultravox. There you go. That's it. Remastered in 2010. Sounds great. If you own old issues of this CD, time for an upgrade for sure. And that's it. Episode 2. Featuring Black Rose, A Legend by Thin Lizzy. Thank you, Mike Schmidt, for telling me about this album. Even more so, thank you for burning me a copy and ramming it in my hand so I would listen. And oh, and who did the artwork and the stuff for this? This is a friend of Phil's, Jim Fitzpatrick. He did much of the artwork for the Thin Lizzy albums, etc. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk soon.